These are the original Prime flavors, but now they have Ice Pop flavor, Orange Mango flavor, Cream Pop flavor, LA Dodgers flavor, UFC Prime, KFC Prime, Global Prime, Barcelona Prime, Juventus Prime, Arsenal Prime, ISO Speed Prime, Austin Matthews Prime, Lakers Prime. So I decided to have a little fun by creating some brand new Prime flavors. Prime X Among Us. I got this blue raspberry Prime into Photoshop, and I cut it out from the background. The Among Us text is a simple white text. I want to do the same to the Prime text, so I started to select all the letters one by one, and I removed this part of the letter P and R. After that, I made all of them white. Then I selected the text from the bottle and removed it. Maybe not. I needed a space background for our design. I got this one and grabbed it into Photoshop. Let me just remove this guy. I scaled it down to the right size and warped it to match the bottle. Before adding that to the bottle, I need to make these text. I started painting above the original text using the brush tool. It wasn't turning great, and then I realized that Among Us is all about simple text. So I just randomly drew them. It didn't look good on the background, so I had to redraw it a couple times. After that, I removed the text and the cap from the original bottle and only got the body of it, and clipped the space background to it. Then I downloaded the Among Us logo and turned white. I'm gonna use that as the flavor. I changed the perspective of it until it looked good. Then I grabbed the pink guy from Among Us. I placed it here, and I created a mask for the letter P and made it appear under the pink guy. Next I got the red guy. I placed him here and erased his head. I grabbed the yellow guy as well and did the same thing as the letter P. Then I tried to find one of KSI's Among Us characters, but they were all bad, so I got the green guy instead. After placing it here, I gave a stroke to the text above it. I made it a little bit bigger and gave a stroke to the Among Us text as well. Then I copied and pasted the space background because I wanted more stars. I erased this edge because it was terrible. And finally I gave red color from the Among Us logo to the cap. Now it's time to finish things off. Let me tell you how I did that. Oh. Ooh. And oh yeah. And that's it. If any of you know how Reddit works, please share this video's link to the KSI Reddit. And the next one is gonna be Deadpool x Wolverine Prime flavor. I downloaded it and grabbed it into Photoshop. Then I'm gonna separate it from the background. For the Prime text, I'm gonna design something similar to the movie text. I downloaded the original font from the movie, and no, instead I got the Prime logo. I gave it the Deadpool color and a darker shade from the side, because this side will be the bottom. Next I added a grey color stroke and gave it a shadow. I found this texture and I'm gonna give it to the stroke to make it look like metal. Then I added a 3D look to the text. In the original text, you can see some metal areas under the red color. I'm gonna do it to this one as well. I didn't do it too much because that would ruin the whole thing. Next I added the shadow as well. I got this steel texture and I'm gonna give it to the metal area. I added a little darker area in the red text. This metal texture goes to the red area. It has a lot of scratches, which gives it an amazing look. That made the whole thing darker, so I made it a little brighter. After that, I wanted a Wolverine scratch. I downloaded one and placed it right in the middle. That is sick. That finishes the text, so I got it into the original project. It doesn't match with the text in the bottle, so I removed it. Now it's time for the background of the bottle. My plan is to add a yellow layer like this. I grabbed the same Wolverine scratch and only got one edge. I placed it in the right way and painted it yellow. Then I got another edge for the other side. I painted a little shadow on the yellow area, and with the text, that looks insane. For some reason I decided to remove the scratch from the text. I got this leather texture for the yellow area. I changed the opacity mode of it and clipped it to the bottle. I also got this blood patch. Maybe it's too much, so I erased some parts. Next I made the middle a little brighter. I got this scratch again, and this time I added that to the yellow area. I made the bottom of the bottle a little darker. To make it even more cooler, I got this dripping blood and placed it above near the cap. Then gave it a shadow as well. This part looks empty, so I placed this scratch here as well. I got this Deadpool x Wolverine logo. I cut it out and brought it into our project. It didn't look good, so I removed this thing and made it a full circle. Then gave it a shadow similar to the blood. My plan was to make this a blood flavor, but I don't think people would like to drink that, so I'm not gonna add a flavor. I replaced the logo and made it brighter. I colored the cap with this darker red, and we are done with the design. Now it's time to add some shadows to bring it to life. It's gonna be boring, so I'm gonna sing a song while we do that. I'm in the thick of it, everybody knows. They know me where it snows. I skied and they froze. Don't know nothing but no ice, I'm just cold. Boys, I'm thinking, I'm so I've been told. From the screen to the ring, to the pen, to the king. Where's my crown? That's my bling. Always drama when I ring. See, I believe that if I see it in my heart, smashing through the ceiling, cause I'm reaching for the stars. Come on, it's not that bad. I feel bad for KSI. And we are done with our first prime flavor. I know what you're thinking. What does it taste like?
Not my problem.
And thanks a lot for watching. See ya.